Hi guys. So one of the major ideologies that we follow while building at Bitscale is the fact that we want to really fit in your current running GTM stack, right? We never want to force our customers to move out of their current comfort zone, their current comfort GTM stack, and just because they want to utilize a very specific functionality of our platform, we want to fit in. And while Bitscale has the capability of replacing almost your entire GTM stack, we do have this ideology to follow. Now, one of the most common things that I have noticed with teams that we've onboarded in the past few months is the fact that while they're using a whole array of CRMs, GTM tools, etc., the first touch point that BDRs or SDRs usually follow, wherein they maintain the initial success of their campaigns, is on a simple Google Sheet. Now, obviously, that then turns into an input, and we would want almost all inputs to be available at Bitscale. And to help with that, I have created a custom app script that it's plug and play. Basically, you can utilize it in your GTM campaigns as well. I'll show you how we have set it up and how you can set it up as well. The basic logic remains that there is a Google Sheet that SDRs or multiple SDRs are maintaining, and there's some tracking going on. It's modular, so it doesn't really matter how many columns or what columns there are. Basically, we have a single status column which we consider as a keyword. So please avoid having that as a header. And what we do is we create that status column via the app script only. We take the input of the Google Sheet ID and the sheet name that you want to push to Bitscale. And every few minutes, every 10 minutes or every 15 minutes every day, we check which of these status columns are empty. We push them to Bitscale and we just then update those status columns. Fairly simple logic, nothing too complicated. Now, this allows us to pull in data at a real-time basis at a granularity of every 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever you want to set up on app scripts end onto Bitscale. So as far as setting it up is concerned, it's fairly simple. Just head to script.google.com, create an app script, name it sheet to Bitscale or whatever, completely depends on the use case. I'll also share this script in the documentation. It will be available as a copy paste code base. You can just copy it and paste it anywhere. And what's really happening here is there are only 3 values that you need to concern yourself with. That is the spreadsheet ID. Now the spreadsheet ID would be the ID available in the URL of your spreadsheet. So if you head to your spreadsheet here, I don't think I can show you the URL, but it is usually the random string after d slash and before edit, right? So it's fairly intuitive. In case you have any questions, I'll put in a sample URL of the spreadsheet inside the documentation itself. You can take a look. And once you have that, just copy it and paste it here. Then just write the sheet name that you want to track. There might be multiple sheets in a single spreadsheet. So just choose the one that you want to track and paste that here. And the third one is the webhook URL of the grid wherein you want to consume this data on Bitscale. So I have just created a sample webhook based grid. You can do so as well going into new grid and just click on import data from webhook. Fairly simple, nothing too complicated there. I've already run this once just to test this, but I'll run it in front of you as well. And this is the sheet, right? So since I've run this already, it has automatically created that status column. If you don't have that set up, you don't need to create it essentially. The script will handle everything. And what I'll do right now is I'll just add maybe Sanket and Sanket @bitscale.ai, and that's it. Okay, once that is done, if I just head back over to the app script and run this, it will push it to Bitscale. I'll just reload this. And yeah, Sanket's values are here. Now this is the manual process. Obviously that does not solve everything. So I'll just head back over to app script and show you how you can create triggers. Now the trigger will actually automate this entire process that I showed you. You can head back over here in triggers and go to add trigger here. I have already created a trigger for this workflow, but you can just go to add trigger here and here you'll see all the options that you really need. Nothing too complicated. Just click here and check which function do you want to run and just set up the granularity of the trigger. Like for example, I want it to be minutely and every minute, every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes. I'll avoid putting every minute because essentially while someone is in the process of creating that entry, they might take pauses and then the entire entry will get pushed multiple times, or you might just miss out on the entry as well because the entry is not completed. So I think a nice middle value would be every 15 minutes, but it's completely up to you. And once you set it up, it would auto run every 15 minutes or so. And whenever it is run or any new created rows, the status will get up. So you don't even need to do anything manually hands on. Great. So this is majorly what I wanted to show you in this video. It's fairly simple to set up. All it took me was 5 minutes on Gemini and a little bit of Bitscale knowledge, and I was able to set this up by myself as well. Just to make it easier for you, I'll have the script available in the documentation, and you already know how to set this up now. It's a couple minutes process at the very max. So do try this out. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Would be happy to help. Our communication channels, our support channels are always open. Cheers. Bye.